John in Minneapolis. Hey, John, what's up?
Yeah, this is a really interesting topic, but my own opinion about this is, I think Bernie Sanders represents the Democratic wing of the Democratic Party when you look at the consolidation of corporate power in government across the world. This is a phenomena that is happening in Europe, and it's happening here, and you know what? Guess what? We feel disempowered. When I voted for Bill Clinton, I wanted a change. Yeah. When I voted for Barack Obama, I was ecstatic. I was one of those people that was crying. I was one of those people that, was really happy. We're going to get rid of this whole regime, the national security state, Guantanamo Bay. We're going to have single payer. I was hoping for all those things, and then the reality hits. And, I could see that, I don't know if it's Barack Obama or they sit them down and they say, this is the way it is, and they throw out, the Democratic Party throws out a few crumbs and expects us to be happy. Well, we're not happy.
Yeah. You know, the last Democrat who I think was elected as an outsider, and it was in the throes of the disgust over the Nixon situation, was Jimmy Carter. And I think the party really didn't defend him that much as president, and certainly in the last 6 months or so as he was running against Ronald Reagan, because he was perceived as an outsider. And guess what? Jimmy Carter's been an outsider ever since he left office. He's not giving speeches and making $30,000-$40,000 or $300,000 or $400,000 or millions. He's building houses for Habitat for Humanity. The Carter Center is doing good work around the world.
I mean, what we have seen, what has transpired here is a whole movement of power away from the people to these corporations for the reasons that you just stated. And, we need to have an idealistic person to, have our back, and then we need to have their back. You've raised the issue very important. If Bernie Sanders isn't elected, let's think of this as a movement. Right. We can actually get rid of this situation. I mean, this is a worldwide thing. They've consolidated them and the rest of us. And how stupid and how arrogant. But of course, they're in power. They can't really see it, can they?
I agree. And if we build a movement, and the movement is large enough and broad enough and strong enough, and Bernie's building that movement right now, and Hillary Clinton is the nominee and becomes president, that movement... I've said this many times in this program. I don't think that Hillary is as, quote, corrupt as FDR was when he became president. That movement could push her to become the next FDR just as easily as Bernie Sanders could be the next FDR. Sure. Let us not give up hope, but let us organize, damn it.
Yeah, and the key is, to change the Democratic Party, to change the structure, because I myself, I was involved in the Socialist Alternative Party because of Sharma Sawant. I thought, wow, this is really great. And then I realized that these people have no power. It's like a club. You go and you meet, and what do? You do nothing.
Right, you sit around and complain. And complaining isn't enough. There's real power in the Democratic Party. There's real power in the Republican Party. Our system of government is set up so that we essentially are stuck with a two-party system. So the Koch brothers, and this was going to be my next hour rant, but the Koch brothers sat around and said, okay, here, after David Koch unsuccessfully ran for vice president in 1980 on a libertarian ticket, they said, screw this libertarian thing. We're going to take over the Republican Party. And they've damn near done it. And nothing like that has happened on the Democratic side, except right now, this rise of Bernie Sanders, the Democratic wing of the Democratic Party. It also happened, a couple years back with Howard Dean, but the media took him down. And now here with Chris Matthews this weekend, I think that we're seeing the tip of the spear of the media trying to take down Bernie Sanders. John, I got to move along, but thank you for the call.